What's going on, everybody? Lee Money here, the host of Money's Crazy Mind and Steel City Renegades. And Redline Radio LLC is proud to partner with Growing Wings Adult Services for the creation of our brand new state-of-the-art production studio. Growing Wings Adult Services has been assisting adults with disabilities in the Northeast Ohio area for the past 5 years. For more information on how Lisa and the team at Growing Wings can assist your family, you can contact Lisa at 234-334-7547 today. Again, that's 234-334-7547. What's going
on, everybody? It is the host of TimbukTuesday, Timbuktu himself. And I like to throw parties, but I hate the cleaning process. Don't you hate that? Well, I got the perfect person for you. Crystal Cleaning Services. They will clean up after that party that was rocking so hard. And it's not clean unless it's crystal clean. So you can call Crystal today at 440-506-1355 to schedule your appointment today. And if you mention Redline Radio, you will receive 10% off your cleaning. Got to get that stuff clean, man.
What's going on, everybody? Lee Money here from the Steel City Renegades. And if you need auto parts, there's only one place that I know I go, and that's Detroit Auto Parts. Detroit Auto Parts is the official parts store of Red Line Radio LLC. They have 2 convenient locations on the east side. You can call 216-531-7373, or on the west side, call 216-398-7373. Mention Redline Radio and receive 10% off your purchase. So don't forget, if you need any parts for your vehicle today, reach out to Detroit Auto Parts, the official home and auto parts store of Redline Radio LLC.
What's going on, everybody? It is Timbuktu from TimbukTuesday. And I really hate doing home improvement, but I love the way it looks. So what I do is I call Wiggins Construction and Home Improvement. They fix bathrooms, windows, kitchens, sliding doors, and much more. Give Will a call today at 440-731-7654 and tell him Redline sent you. He'll get your house looking right in no time. Yo, Dave, I really appreciate you letting me do my thing over here at Redline Radio LLC.
Tim, ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
Hey, well, I love them chicken wings. I got a couple buddies that's trying to come on and do a podcast. You got anything for them?
Heck yeah, we do. Just have them give me a call.
Bet. I'll have them call 440-503-0828.
Tim, don't forget to tell them that we're available on all social media platforms.
And you can't forget about the Redline Radio LLC app on the Google Play Store.
Damn, how'd I forget about that?
You was probably thinking about them little people again.
Damn, I probably was.
That's cool. They just trying to be a part of the winningest radio station in Cleveland.
And we got the hardware to prove it.
This is really gross, but dirty trash cans can pose a serious health risk to you and your family. The pungent smell can attract rats and flies, not to mention maggots, both of which can contain dangerous diseases transferable to humans. Your dirty trash can is susceptible to harboring dangerous bacteria. Contact Brandon at Fitz Trash Bin Cleaning today at 440-752-1533 or find them on Facebook. Veteran owned and operated and eco-friendly. Again, call Brandon at 440-752-1533.
I was feeling kind of down tonight.
Oh.
Psych! It's TimbukTuesday!
What?
TimbukTuesday!
Huh?
Yeah. Hey, partner, what y'all about to do? Y'all might as well have a seat and let me holler at you. I'm about to bring the I'm about to bring the laughs. I'm about to pack a punch. You know I'm hungry, little mama. Come on, let's eat lunch. You know I'm next top comic, but let's just stick to topic. I'm Timbuktu, my people, and I'm not here to gossip. I'm only here to shop it. but I might get obnoxious. I wanna hear your vision, but please make it hypnotic. You know I'm on a mission, but please I need permission to sign this paperwork. This shit give me permission to check your intuition. I wanna feel your vibe. It takes a village, baby. I'm about to build this ride.
What's going on, everybody? What is going on? Welcome back to TimbukTuesday. Glad to have y'all back with me. I know I got the homie Lou back in the stew.
Hey, people. We're out there. Hey, I can hear myself. There we go.
There we go.
All right, that sounded about right.
So we got the sound back. We
changing names. We out there duct tape.
Yeah,
we're just gonna rotate it every week. Every time I come back.
No, probably. So how you feeling, man?
I'm good. How was your week, Scoop? I'm tired though.
I'm tired too.
Tired of shit.
You know, it's first day of Black History Month.
Woo-hoo. We got some black facts.
We do. I did my Black History fact for today. I did it on
the gram.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Lucia Harris. Shout out to Lucia Harris, man.
Tell me about Lucia Harris.
So, Miss Lucia Harris was basically a women's basketball pioneer. She was drafted into the NBA. Actually, into the NBA. She didn't play a game. She probably played on the practice squad, and I talked about practice a little bit.
So I'm not taking nothing away from her. So technically, there was a woman in the NBA.
Yeah. She actually wasn't the first one drafted. She was drafted. Somebody else was drafted, but they voided out the draft. So I guess I don't know if
they void out the draft.
It's just like how they stopped the Chris Paul pick, the Chris Paul trade to LA. Yeah, so it's kind of, I guess it's similar to that. So the trade happened, but they just said, nah, this can't happen. And the same thing with
got together, veto.
Right.
It was like, nah, get that out of here.
Right. But she did win an Olympic silver medal. So shout out to Olympic medals. She did a lot of stuff. As far as like, we got Tyra in the building. Tyra said, "Hey, Lemon."
Hey, chick.
What up, Buck? What up, Bells? And we got Dub in this bitch, like a tampon. What's up, Dub? That boy is silly. What's going on, Dub? But yeah, of course, I do Black History Month every month. This is the third year me doing it. And not every month, but every year. Right. I mean, we should, man, Black History all year.
So how I start out every Black History Month and throughout the month, I will watch the SNL skit with Keenan, Jay Farrell, and I can't think of the lady name right now. And essentially when they like slavery.
Just say that.
I gotta send it to you. It is the joy of my life every February. Forget Valentine's Day. You want me to smile? Send me that clip. Send me that clip. It is hilarious. I start every February off
with that clip.
If I don't watch it, if I don't get it myself, someone's going to send it to me because they know.
Right.
That's how you're supposed to start off.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Now, how do you feel about Black History Month in a whole?
I don't know. I'm undecided because it's two ways. Like, yeah, we need to focus. It is a part of. I guess it's two. It can go two ways. I can go. It could be. It's political.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can. We should be taught Black history throughout the year, not just 1 month. But then at the same time, it's dedicated. Like, all right, we're going to learn. Like, we're boom. Like, it should just be part of the curriculum.
I agree. I agree.
But at the same time, I feel like if you give it part of the curriculum, it's gonna get watered down. Like we don't know everything about. Like if they gave a certain month. I mean, if they gave like a certain, let's say, a war. Like, all right, we're gonna learn about the Civil War in this month. You know how in depth they can go about the Civil War compared to, like how like all right, they gloss over the Civil War because you got to learn that in a week in a chapter because it's part of the year's curriculum.
Yeah.
So I'm split two ways. You know me, I'm nonchalant.
Right. Well, the reason why I asked is because I've seen many posts of people saying like, "Oh, I'm tired of, I'm not tired of Black History Month, but I don't like Black History Month because it's just 28 days of something that people don't actually really care about."
I mean, you make yourself care about it. I can't make it. I could tell you about Black Lives Matter all day. You rather care or you don't.
Facts.
You don't take interest or you're not. Like,
Right.
If you whoever sent this post, Black, white, Puerto Rican, green, purple, alien, you gotta care. You have to willingly care because once you care about a topic, you care about something. I can sit here and talk to you all day about an apple if you love apples. You are intrigued.
Facts.
If you don't give two fucks about fruit, you like, man, fuck this apple. Like, nigga, come back to me when you talking about broccoli. Like,
facts. That's facts. I honestly I didn't take offense to it. Because I can see, like you said, kind of how it can get watered down. Mm-hmm. But like anything that's on social media can be overplayed, I guess you could say.
Of course.
At that point, I could definitely see how someone would feel that way. But at the same time, like you said, if I care about it, I know I'm caring about it. I ain't really. Yeah. That's the reason why I don't take offense to it. Like I've been doing this for 3 years now.
Yeah, because it's something near your heart, and you're like, all right, this is the month I'm gonna focus on it because this is when it's the height of people's interests. Yeah, I should say. The only thing I would love more if they kind of more I can't even say streamlined because then they'll just be doing what they do throughout the year. Like Black History Month, for me, I remember in school, Black History Month kind of was like all over the board. Like it's like maybe once a week, everybody you had to pick somebody and you had to do an essay on that person. Like make it more. I don't know what the word I'm looking for. I can't think of it. It's just it needs like structured, I guess.
I mean, if you're saying it's all over the place, then yeah, I could see.
Yeah, I say kind of structured because I'm like think about Black History Month in school. That's the only thing I could think about. Like outside of after school, it's just like it's Black History Month.
Yeah,
like I know certain people. Louis Latimer did this. Of course, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X.
Of course, you remember Louis Latimer.
Yeah, of course. you know exactly why I did the essay on that man. It's like little certain stuff. Like it's just hard to. And then I feel like this leads to when people like, oh, I don't want this month. It leads to that other. I feel like that other comment. A conversation I was in when it was like, how they kind of want to erase.
Yeah, that's kind of what Dub just said. He said, people on the right wing are trying to erase our history because the identity with the people who did us wrong. Who identify with the people that did us wrong. I'm sorry. Hey, Mom. Mom said, hey, babies. Hey, Mama.
Mommy. Yes, I essentially, I don't want to say right wing because I don't know. I don't even know where I stand anymore. I don't know if I'm right or left. Because at this point, left, they be like, how do you like? Should everybody be included? Is everybody is like in that mindset? Should everybody be included? Should there be a month for everybody?
Well, I feel like we're the only ones that actually got a month. Well, women got a month, I guess technically. Which is March. Shout out to the women. So I look at Irish. They got St. Patrick's Day.
That's a day.
Yeah.
But even then, it's like like people say, like I celebrate St. Patrick's Day.
Right. Ain't you get part Irish? No,
nowhere close.
He's like the closest I get to green is Luigi, and money.
Yeah, that's it.
Maybe a little bit of luck. I don't know. I mean, my Black History Month is because of TT for me. Like TT, instilled that into our lives, and even though like she put the extra pressure on us during Black History Month, she definitely would ask us throughout the year. So it was never like a only one period of time thing. Like,
right.
I mean, I remember complaining like, well, it's not even Black History Month, TT. She's like, your Black History is every day. Like, so for me, it goes a little deeper than a month, but the month is just like you said, my time. It's essentially the time to shine for that.
It's the time to highlight it, which is
Right.
fair. And my whole thing is just like, like it should be more. We got stuff sprinkled throughout the year. It's just like, like to his essentially to you said Dub's comment. Yeah, like
Dub said the alphabet people got the whole summer.
Like we to that comment, like we slavery is the black mark, ironically. See what I did there. That's we're the black, that's the stain on America's history. Because we're still here. If we weren't here, they wouldn't be talking about that shit.
Facts. And Tyra said, shout out to Uncle Susie. I do agree with that 100%. I mean, no, the comment, I've seen multiple people say something about it. I've seen something last year, seen something this year, and it just made me want to maybe just ask a question, see how people actually feel about it. I mean, like I said, I don't feel any type of way, and I'd rather even have a conversation with the guy if it was really like that bad. Like, I could tell you why it means something to me, but I don't necessarily care that much that it doesn't matter to you. So
I'm indifferent, but I'm too understanding for one.
Yeah.
I can understand every side and I see why you don't care, but I care. Now if you want me to care about some shit you want me to care about, or you want me to care about some shit that affects you, you gotta care about some shit that affects me.
I agree.
At that point, like
300%.
Because if you don't care about my shit, fuck yours.
Right.
Fuck your holiday. Fuck everything you come with.
Did we talk about Drake last time you were here? I don't think so.
No, I think we talked about Nelly.
Yeah, we did talk about Nelly. So I'm pretty sure you heard of Drake, right?
No.
Heard what about Drake? What he did?
Can you inform me who is Drake?
Drake? No, but did you hear about the hot sauce incident?
Yes.
So for those who don't know, even though I'm pretty sure y'all all know, Drake had sex with an Instagram model. He
sounds like a crime.
Right. He practiced safe sex, and when he went to the bathroom to take out the condom, he put a little bit of hot sauce in the condom to deter from any type of foul play with the condom. Usually what they do is they turkey baste it. Well, to his foresight, she did exactly what he thought she would do, and she gonna have the hottest kid out here now. So her pussy lips is burning.
If she still got pregnant though, that kid gonna be fired.
No, facts.
I know.
Fireman.
Bruh.
Drake definitely went to the school of Beyonce. He got hot sauce in his bag swag. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
I mean, it's so funny. I don't know. It's just weird. Like, we don't have reproductive rights as men.
Ooh.
Like, we don't have reproductive rights. And it's not against any women. I want nobody, one woman. Like, again, I understand y'all have reproductive rights and everything. But in that scenario, like, the sperm's not in her. That's still part of my reproductive system at that point. Mm-hmm. And you're stealing it now. You're actively stealing it. Whatever charges, if I can, she's trying to steal my sperm, that she's literally trying to steal my sperm to impregnate herself and now put me on an 18-year bill.
Yeah. And Drake would have took care of his business if he needed to. But I mean,
oh, you gonna have her murdered? That's crazy.
I mean, that's possible. Obviously, he would have he could have signed over his rights too. I mean, I don't think people realize that. The person
doesn't that still leave, but you sign over your rights, but you're
not responsible.
You're not legally responsible anymore.
Nope. Sign over your rights, you would not be responsible for that child.
I don't know. I feel like society has men fucked up. Just for the simple fact, like, because
to my knowledge, he wouldn't be responsible. To my knowledge, I don't know if they just let you willingly do it, but like,
I think you really can sign over your rights, but I don't know. I don't know if that removes you 100%, because at that point now they're putting that baby. I believe because that still puts the baby, if she goes to any type of what should call it, like care source and all, any aid, federal aid.
Yeah.
We pay that. Like,
well, yeah, we taxpayers, but I mean, Drake he could have got her pregnant in Vegas,
because you got thinking how many people who just be like, I'm gonna just sign my rights over. I don't think it's that easy.
I'm pretty sure it's not exactly that easy, but like, I'm pretty sure some celebrities would already did that, but you know, we never know.
Because this nigga Tristan Thompson, Jesus Christ.
Dub said, I think that should be considered rape.
I don't know about
rape.
I don't know if I'll go that far, but I do. Like, it's definitely like, we don't have reproductive rights. Like, women have reproductive rights, and just as guys, we just don't. Like, there's no reproductive rights, because this is not the first time this type of stuff happens. This
happens frequently. This is a thing. There's a reason why he had to go to those lengths. Like, I
was watching some clip online, and like even just joking, like we aren't allowed to say no for sex. Like, if I don't want to have sex with her, like, it's just like, it becomes more of an issue. So it's just like, all right, just fuck her. Like, let's have sex with her. Like, if I say no, you get like, if you don't know the girl, you say no. They try and demasculate you. They'd be like, oh, he's gay. Like that. Like, why can't I just not want to have sex? Like, they overplay like we're so sexual. Like,
I feel like, I still kind of feel that women are more sexual than men. I
feel like they are. I feel like we just have the stigma, this is how life is. Like, the guys are like, yes, we're visual creatures, but I don't feel like we're more sexual. Like, I feel like it's equal. We're all human.
Yeah,
we produce the same shit in our bodies.
I feel like
we produce more testosterone, they produce more estrogen.
Yeah,
and depending on this, if you stand next to a microwave long enough, you'll start producing estrogen.
Right. Tyra said, men are not supported in situations where women prey on them for monetary gain. It should be definitely a crime.
Man, men are supported in situations when women prey on them in general.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's definitely a robbery. That's definitely a robbery. Like, you're stealing my sperm.
Robbery, at least. Yeah, I agree. I definitely think men should have a little bit more of a say so if we're gonna go there. Like, at least for me to say, well, I didn't want to have a child with this woman, so I did everything I needed to do to make sure I didn't have a child.
It's just like, again, I'm very understanding, but it's like, it's a weird thing, especially for me, like me being a guy, heterosexual guy.
Yes, we love the women around here. Black girl magic.
Like, anytime I've been in a scenario where I've had a woman pregnant and she didn't want the baby, or at some point she wanted the baby, and I'm like, I always, like, I don't feel like it's I don't have an option. Like, I don't necessarily have an opinion. Like, if the baby comes, I have a child. If I don't want a kid and the baby comes, then I have a child. I have to take care of my business. And I understand girls like, oh, well, what do you want to do? That I'm like, I'll be like, I don't want to necessarily have a kid, but it's not my choice. Like, I don't have this choice, because if we go through the discussions, we talk it out, we sit there and have a civil conversation.
Yeah.
Two things happen, in my opinion. I'm gonna get a hat to say, in my opinion.
In my opinion. That's a soundbite.
In my opinion, it's two things.
I feel.
Boy, I'm about to don't play with me. I'll mess with have two of these hats next time I'm here. Two things happen. Like, if you don't want the baby, if I don't want the baby and you do, you're gonna have that baby.
Yeah.
If you don't want the baby and I do, I feel a lot of women, you're not gonna give me your womb for 9 months and then birth a child. I'm like, all right, here, he's yours. And then she signed away her rights.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it'll be a little bit easier for a woman to do that, though, than a man. It should be equal, but obviously it'll be.
Again, I don't see it. I mean, I'm not saying it's not possible, but I don't see it. And with that being said, it's just one of the things where it's like I still that feeling of like I don't have an opinion, I don't have an option. Even if we talk it out and we both on the same page, like, oh, again, two sides. We both agree that we want the kid. And then you decide, you're like, know what? I don't want to do this. I can't make you have that baby. You can go get that abortion. If we on the page, we're like, we shouldn't have it. You go, you're like, all right, I'm gonna get the abortion, da da da. You on the table, or you about to take the pill, whatever method, and then you just be like, nah, I don't get a say in this.
Yeah,
like I don't feel like I don't get a say. Like I after the fact, because when the baby comes, it's not a 50-50. As much as if it's 50-50, why is instantly does a mother get full custody? If it's discussed that I'm the father, it should be 50-50 custody, split down the middle. Now, at that point, it should begin if anything needs to change. Like, all right, well, he shouldn't have full custody or she should have majority custody. It should go through the court system at that point. It shouldn't instantly come out like, oh, she gets full custody and you just pay for it. Because at that point, you're as much men, I feel like men hate stuff, it's just because it gets turned. Men has to think logically all the time because a lot of things are based around money and we have to think money. If I have sex with this girl, she had a kid, now it's 18 years of child support if I don't stay with her.
And on the 18th birthday, found out it wasn't his?
Uppercutting her. I'm uppercutting her and I'm kicking that little nigga down some steps.
Damn, I mean, he probably ain't gonna be a little nigga no more. He 18.
Okay, I'm still lifting him off his feet. That's 18 years of stress and you might mess around and lost your whole lineup because of him. Like, nah. I mean, little league game. Like, I hate baseball.
Right. No, I definitely it's definitely a tough, subject. You never know. I mean, technically I'm responsible for 2 kids.
I was responsible for one. I had one and and got the walling out on the internet like nuts.
Yeah,
okay,
that's definitely wild. Damn, that shit made me think, am I a deadbeat?
I'm technically one, I guess.
Dub says
I pulled the ultimate magic trick.
Now it's up to 26 if they go to college.
Yeah, if they go to college. Yeah.
I didn't know it was 26. That makes sense because of
if they further their education, that gives them another 8 years.
That's
8 years. They can get their masters. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that I never knew that. I did not know that, Dub. That's wild.
Yeah, like your kid, it's just like in your insurance. That keep your kid on there, etc. All that. Yeah, because you're an adult. But you're a useless one at that point. They still have to take care of you.
Still a dependent.
Yeah.
Which is understood.
And then technically, even if and then thinking they're like if the kid's healthy.
Yeah.
What if the kid is mentally disabled or something? Are you still paying?
I mean, so I wonder how does that go further? Like if the child is mentally unstable, that you have to now take care. He's like a forever dependent.
Possibly, and then again, it's so. I feel like it all just boils down to control, and I feel like it's just a battle of control all the time. Like for me, like just start it fair, and then at that point, I feel like it should always just start fair. And if he a shitty dad, it's easy proof to bring in he's a shitty father. Even if, as the situation family courts go now, if there's a shitty mom, I can prove she's a shitty mom. They still give Shorty a chance to be like, all right, kind of get it together. He's about to try and take the kids.
Wow. Yeah, that's definitely wild. Now, obviously, that could come down to how they're raised and stuff like that. If they're raised to want to keep the father involved and stuff like that, which brings up to our first topic, our first real topic, I guess. So I seen the video and I believe I sent it to you. We're talking about, they were talking about how Spanish women are raised to be submissive, raised to be a wife, whereas Black women are raised to be strong, independent Black women. How do you feel about that?
It's a theory. How it's laid out, does it make sense? Yes. Does that mean it's necessarily true? I feel like our culture is like we're all raised like we all have to be hard. We all have to be You gotta be able to hold it down. Got to be able to do said things, and this is what it essentially boils down to.
I agree.
And then you got to think to alpha people. Somebody has to succeed. Submit. Yeah. Somebody has to dial it back, and then people are stubborn. Like we can become stubborn and like, nah, I'm not pulling back.
Yeah, I feel like
this. So it'd be like, again, I can't speak on Spanish culture. I don't know.
Yeah, I've never really seen it either. I agree with you were saying as far as like
probably personality, I guess. But a lot of us got that.
I think it does come down to how we're raised. You know, I definitely see, you know, your environment definitely helps mold you, but I do agree as far as we are all raised. Well, a lot of us have been raised to be able to fend for ourselves or to be able to survive, essentially. You know, you might not have anybody at all. True. And how are you supposed to?
I mean, it's that, live? I mean, but it's
like me and you were both as men. We're both raised to know how to cook. We were both raised to know how to clean. We're both raised to know how to also do the man shit as far as fixing shit. As far as knowing how to support ourselves, wash our own clothes, all this other things. Like whereas they say, you know, that's kind of like if you want to go gender roles, you know, that's kind of like the woman's side of it. They should be doing the laundry, folding the clothes, cooking, cleaning.
I ain't gonna say shit. Like whatever the housely duty. If she want to change the tires, change the tires.
Facts. Facts.
I mean, I don't have a preference. Like, but in my mind, I'm like, all right, that's just stigma in society. That's all that stuff that just plays a part. Like, we're supposed to do all the heavy lifting. Cool. I'm gonna do all the heavy lifting. Yeah. So yard work, etc. Blah blah blah. I cut the grass. You do the garden. Like, yeah.
Which some people could find joy in that, regardless of you're a man or a woman. Like you said, a woman actually like taking out the trash because she wants to feel empowered, or she's just like, you know what, this is what I like to do. I like to make sure the trash is out, so I take it out myself. I like to make sure my car is washed, so I wash it myself. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with a woman wanting to do that.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's everybody. Like I feel like we all have our places where we're supposed to feel needed / wanted or whatever. Right. So it's like, it's just finding out overall. I feel like it's just like finding out what works for you in your relationship, or as a couple or power team, whatever, y'all dynamic. Because again, I'll cook, I'll take the trash out and all that, and I'll cook. I don't care. I'll cook every meal. I ain't washing dishes though.
Still ain't touching them goddamn dishes.
Like I hate washing dishes. Like if she wants to be like, oh, I'll wash the dishes. Cool. I'll cook every time. I'll cook every time.
No doubt. Like if I can get away with, I would rather cook than wash the dishes. Absolutely, all day, 100%.
Yeah, like it's just finding out again. But if you go to gender roles, which those are getting lines are blurred and all that type of stuff, because it's one of those things where, like, oh, she's supposed to be able to do, like, again, like I'm supposed to be able to cook. Should I cook? Like I don't know. It's like I feel like I'm a traditional. Like I've been listening to people like, oh, you're a modern woman, a modern man, a traditional man, traditional woman. I'm more traditional with a little modern, and that's where so if I'm dealing with a more modern woman, I got to understand the struggles that's going to come with a more modern woman.
Dub said dishes is the only thing he refuses to do.
And fold clothes. Oh my God, I hate if I can hang everything up,
I want to fold clothes with you.
If I can hang everything
I want to make you feel good.
I just hate. I hate it.
So my question is, what is it that you hate about folding clothes? What is it so bad about folding clothes?
I got a lot of them, and like
big flex. Y'all hear that flex?
No, ain't no flex. It's a lot of clothes.
I got a lot of clothes.
And, you know, agitating.
Freshest nigga in the world right here.
I hate people who wear mismatched socks. I hate y'all. I despise y'all.
Why?
If it come as a set and like, oh, these are mismatched, that's still stupid. The only time that's acceptable if it's like it's a set and it's like a character set. Like, hey, one SpongeBob, one's Patrick. Like, if it comes like a random striped blue and green sock and then a random red and white sock and that's the set, like, no, you're dumb.
Mismatched socks is definitely a thing. They sell.
I know.
They sell mismatched socks.
Trust me, I know. And that's what I seen them. I know girls who that it irks my nerve. Like, why?
Is that a deal breaker?
I don't know if it's a deal breaker, but I'm looking at her like she's stupid. I'm looking at her like she's tacky for sure.
So if you think she was stupid, being stupid is almost a deal breaker, right?
When what in the real definition of stupid?
We not going there. We asking a simple question.
I mean, no, we know this is not a simple question.
It's a very simple question.
Because we're stupid. So like, what are we talking about?
No, I guess you could say
we are highly intelligent, stupid.
We are the verb as in acting stupid, whereas the noun of being stupid, I guess, I don't know. Maybe it isn't a noun.
See how deep this question is?
We're version 2, and then there's definition 1 and then definition 2. We're talking about the definition where you are intelligent deficit.
If she's dingy, I think that's a deal breaker. Wow. Because at that point, it's like, because we're all stupid. We all have our stupid moments. Like I'm not the smartest person in the world. Like I feel like I'm very good with common sense.
Fresh as I mean his head ass. That's what he said. I got too many clothes.
I do. Like I need like that's like you just do. It'd be so terrible, and I don't even go nowhere. If I ain't traveling, I ain't going nowhere.
That's so funny.
How many times I've seen this damn coat? Like,
but seriously, so if she's dingy, you can't date her. So I feel like what do you consider?
I feel like dingy, great friend. Relationship, I can't count on. Like I feel like I can't count on dingy in a relationship because
is it like, because you would need to think for her?
I need her to think if I go down, if something happens, or I can like, all right, babe, I need you to do this. Apply some common sense. Like common sense is a real big thing for me.
Yeah.
Like common sense.
So do you think mismatched socks lacks common sense?
No, mismatched socks is tacky and stylish.
So I don't see you necessarily dating a woman that is not stylish. Would you also consider that a deal breaker?
No, because I can dress you. Like I'll dress friends. I'll dress friends all the time.
This is my personal stylist. He hasn't styled me yet, but watch, I'm gonna be fresher than the rest of them.
I'm definitely probably on people's list and like, man, what you think it is? Yeah, that's all right. It all depends on what you pair with it. Yada, yada, yada. I'm that person.
Honestly, I call Tyra. Tyra, this look good. Tyra fresh. Shout out to Tyra being fresh to death in her b-boy stance. Yeah, so that definitely for me anyway. I'm okay with mismatched socks. I think it's it's personality. It is what it is.
Like I look down like and then don't let them be even. Don't let one be like a cruise sock and be an oh my god.
No, see, that's a little different.
No, it's the same.
No, that's a lot different for me.
It's the same for me.
For me, I don't like if I find 2 socks and I'm putting them bitches on, I really don't care. It's 2 socks. Yeah, like but it's the same. I will say I do try to match my socks.
No, my socks don't match. And that's part of the reason I hate folding clothes, because it'd be like I gotta find them, match them, and then the dryer eats them. Like you'd be like, come on.
The dryer eats them. Tyra said I could dress. Dove said common sense is a flower that doesn't grow in anyone's garden.
Yes.
In everyone's garden.
Yes, I agree with that. Common sense is not common.
It's not.
Like that's one thing I know for sure. If I learned one thing throughout my family, that's it. One thing we preach common sense and independence instantly.
Yeah.
Independence is kind of, I ain't gonna say that's a bad thing, but like I don't know. Common sense is.
It's definitely a thing. Like in my family, for sure. Like you can't be in my family and be dumb. Like we have something we call the common sense bat. Your ass will get beat if you act stupid. Oh God,
bro! Like it makes no sense. Like that common sense is common. Like I understand being naive to certain situations, or but that's
a learning experience. Being naive.
Because I say that only goes but so far. Because even then it'd be like, all right, you just got like. I love to call it the dark alley. Like you just got walked down the dark alley.
That's so funny.
Like you didn't think you were going to get mugged, stabbed, shot, and violated down this dark alley with no lights. Like, oh, okay, all right. You didn't choose the alley with the string of lights, as you can cleanly see all sides, corners. There's no dark areas hidden behind this trash can right here. Like, all right. That's so funny.
That is so funny.
They jumped me. Oh, you're surprised. Okay.
I got jumped by some little niggas. All right, it was another thing that we had
no, we don't dial it back. What about you, sir?
Well,
Are you dealing with the dingy? I don't have a tolerance, which is weird because I have patience, but it'd be like, I ain't got.
so I have patience.
Me too. I
So,
have great patience.
and it's funny
I
because
can wait forever.
Tyra's very smart, but she could be a little dingy sometimes.
But see,
That's the reason I call her Bella.
But
she's
dealing with that as family. See, again, friend wise, family, I can deal with that. I can't deal with that in a relationship.
But see, I know Tyra would have the common sense to make sure she do certain shit or not do certain shit. So if it's in that, like if they're naive, like you said, I can deal with that because I have the patience. But yet, if it's something completely stupid, then depending on the situation,
Define stupid.
like if you make a clearly a dumb decision and then you try to defend your dumb decision, and I'm just further walking you down this dark alley of how that was just not a smart decision.
I don't like walking people. Like I don't care to walk people down the dark alley no more. Like it used to be fun, but it was like now just like it ain't worth the time.
Ashley said, "Oh, I'm sorry." Honey Bad says a lot of patience. Oh, thank you for saying I have a lot of patience. At least I think you was talking about me. She said, "I knew you were going to use me as an example." I mean, I call you Bella for a reason, Tyra.
I mean, but even then, with that being
always scapegoat. I'm not sure exactly what you're pertaining to as far as that. Because I use Tyra. Okay, yes, she is my scapegoat. And then I'm allergic to stupid shit by Dub.
See, I just can't. I don't know. Family, friends, like all right, because even if like I'm gonna say Vinny. Even using Vinny like as I'm not saying he's that person, but just using Vinny's name. Even if Vinny's doing something, like I don't have to. I'm like, all right, he just did something goofy. You're allowed to stumble. You're allowed to fall. Cool,
for sure.
But I'm gonna grill your ass if you involve me. Like you telling me your story, then that's crazy. I wouldn't have did that. Or it'd be like, or if you ask me like, hey, this is how I see, or how I put myself in your shoes and how I would move, because I'm a critical thinker. I will sit there and meticulously dismantle your plan. Like, all right, when I'm trying to get every scenario possible. Some people just go with the flow, and that's fine too. So it'd be like, all right, but I feel like you said with Tyra has her dingy moments, but when it's like some drastic shit, Tyra hyper focuses.
Fact.
So then that changes. So it goes from it's a switch because if it's a serious scenario, Tyra's she's carefree, loving the world, popping bubble. Look at that butterfly. Like, yeah, cool. A gunshot go off, Tyra know the exit. She know who she grabbing. Like, yeah, like
she has plans for sure.
Like, yeah, it be people with gunshots. Like, oh my god, what was that? Oh, it came from over here. Let's go check it out. No.
So I will say, I did have a incident recently where I was like, wow, this girl is really stupid. Like, and I didn't really want to say she was stupid, but she was like, she really, like, how did you come to this conclusion?
Listen to people's logic. Listen to people's logic is hilarious.
If your logic is like completely wrong, and this was months ago, so like don't get me wrong, this was like a minute ago. Original indie. So
OG.
Right.
OG indie.
Right. Original indie. We had a conversation. We was having a conversation, and I can't remember exactly what it was, but I remember like I actually had that moment where I'm sitting here like, do I want to deal with this level of intelligence? And like she's even like she wasn't dumb, but she has said to me, things can go over my head. Like I could really be
airheaded.
Mm-hmm. Yes. She actually said that. So I guess
that's because that's what it is. Like, and nothing's wrong. I feel like nothing's wrong with being airheaded, but it'd be like I need somebody. I've been told I'm witty. I don't know, but
I definitely like when you can go back and forth. I mean, it's not necessarily that we going back and forth as far as arguing, but it's
just
like
pressing thoughts. For me, in my mind, that's
make me laugh.
In my mind, it'd be just us pressing.
It's not hard. I laugh at everything. Don't worry.
In my mind, it's just us pressing thoughts as far as just did you think it is? Did you think it is? What about that? What if this happened? Like again, like just random scenarios. How this stuff don't be real anyway. So it should be us tossing out hypotheticals and just see how far we can take it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thinking of hypotheticals, this is actually a perfect way to put this in here. So there was a woman who gave her husband a hypothetical question.
Oh Lord.
The hypothetical question was, if I go missing for 5 months or 5 years, I'm sorry, and you remarry, and I'm found, I come back, would you leave your current wife to get back with me? The husband's answer was, well, if I remarry after you've been gone for 5 years and I thought you were possibly even dead, and I love this woman enough to marry her, you expect me to leave her? I couldn't. That was literally his words. She was angry about it. She was like, how could you not leave her for me? And he was like, well, like really on the other side, on the shoe on the other foot, like say me and you get together, me and you get married after 5 years of my wife disappearing. We get married. You expect me to leave you for her? She said, yes, because it's the noble thing to do.
Girls are delusional. Like, I told a woman before that she was delusional, and she was very upset that I used the word delusional. And I feel like girls are delusional and they upset themselves because it's like,
man,
what do you like?
Well, you said hypothetical, so this is a hypothetical.
Very true. And again, but if she got upset, like you're supposed to leave, and like no. At any point in this is my choice. And if you did, why'd you leave? Did you walk out the house because you was angry?
She said she disappeared.
You disappeared. You disappeared. Like I will. You know me. I will break this story down bit by bit to antagonize and make her feel worse because she's stupid.
Mom said I'm keeping both of them.
No, 2 headaches. 2 headaches.
Dub says the difference between making mistakes stupid and licking the short bus stupid are 2 different things, basically. Yeah. So are you gonna stay with the lick the short bus? Or are you gonna stay with the making mistakes?
Will's licking the short bus for $3 billion.
I mean, you know, saying I'm licking that bus. I think that's a smart decision. That ain't a mistake. But hey, how's it going, dear? I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure. Yeah, Mom, I'm not keeping both of them. Yeah, and right. Also, I mean, if they down, sure. No. But
at some point, I'll just see the argument that's going to pursue later down
polygamy.
The line.
I'm just saying, but see, they're definitely gonna we got to have a conversation. Obviously, the wife that's here now, I'm not.
No, because somebody gonna compete. Oh, I'm pretty. We both got the same dress. Who prettier? So that type of question is gonna come. Just like the same. Oh, this scenario.
Who's prettier? Who gives better head?
Yep, something's coming. I mean, you're gonna. Somebody's gonna be upset. Something's coming, and I'm gonna be wrong.
Right. Dear said, "How are you doing?"
I'm good.
I guess I got the name right. That's why I was able to say that. We good. Definitely feeling good. Feeling great. Feeling good. How are you?
Over there.
I just want you to know how I feel. Tyra said, first off, don't ever ask a hypothetical question if you are going to internalize someone's answer. She just have to chalk that as an unfortunate loss if that was what really happens. You want him to take you back because of personal / selfish reasons instead of letting him be happy in his new marriage because he's in love. Yeah,
like, all right, but to be fair, Tyrone, anytime you ask a hypothetical question, you're going to internalize somebody's answer. Because it's going to happen. Because because if I ask you, like, how do you feel about said situation, it's me gauging to see where your mind is majority of the time. And at that point, like if you really been missing for 5 years, like I'm like in that scenario, he remarried. I found a woman that I love, so I essentially remarried her. It's an unfortunate thing. Like again, why did you disappear? Like was it against your will? Blah blah blah. Like that. So we're gonna assume it was against your will. Now you come back. We all assumed you were dead.
Now, if I assume that you're dead,
if you go missing for 24 hours, that's when you become was it 24 or 48?
I think it's 48 now.
48. Then you consider a missing person. I think after it's 2 or 5 years, they consider you dead.
Wow. Well, I will say, like,
So-
or you gotta really think about this realistically. If I remarried, chances are this woman has helped me through my grieving. If I think you're dead, because that's gonna be tough. Like, you just disappeared. I'm gonna be looking for you, at least for the first year. But I mean, like,
so even then, sorry, all right, bet. So we gonna really analyze this, like you said. So we gonna break this down. That first year, I'm looking for you.
I'm looking.
That second year, I'm now coping with your loss.
Yes.
So that means by the third year is when I possibly met Shorty. So we not even we haven't even been married 5 years at this point.
Right.
But at this point, we are fresh. So by the time you come back around, it's probably our first, if not second year of marriage.
Probably honeymoon year. Honestly, probably the honeymoon year.
Yeah, and then so now, like, I've been coping. I'm probably gonna break down when I see you. I'm like, I can't do that to her. I just can't. It just doesn't make sense. And even then, it's just like we would still be essentially be great. In my mind, we should be able to still be great friends. Because, like, in a weird way, I've actually had this type of conversation now that I think about it with someone, but it wasn't as drastic.
You don't think you would cheat on her?
No.
You don't think that's like, I mean, that's physical attraction. Obviously, that you love this person.
I mean, but
they just disappeared. This wasn't like a jail sentence. This wasn't like, she just completely wiped off the face of the earth. And she finally comes back, finer than ever.
Did she though? We don't know that. She came back. She was missing. If she was against her will, they might have did stuff.
She definitely lost a tooth and tortured or some shit.
She ain't got all 10 fingers no more.
Right.
Like she used to have long silky hair. Now she got fade. Her waves better than mine. It's like,
I mean, I'll say that wouldn't bother me so much.
Yeah, but again, it's all just like one of those things where it's like I can still be friends with people I've dated. Because again, that doesn't go anywhere. Your level of attraction to somebody technically doesn't disappear. Like, you dated this person. All right, cool.
Facts.
It's self-control. It's self-control and willpower. I have that. Like, and then with that being said, like, I've been around my exes and we rather cool because they still want to be cool, and I'm have no problem being cool. But I understand I'm not overly extending myself in scenarios I shouldn't be in, especially if I'm remarried. If I remarried, it ain't gonna be like
for a reason.
Yeah, I remarried for a reason, and I'm even if you are my ex-wife, and like that's how you still can be co-parent. You have those couples that can co-parent and be. It's literally just that, and still be man friends, because we used to have something, but there's boundaries you set. Hey, you may need my help. Oh, I may be the person you call, like, oh, Louis, this popped on the tire, da. I can't, it's 2 a.m. I can't come. Or if I do come, and depending on where you at, I can come, but she's coming with me.
Right.
Like it's still certain scenarios, it's still certain things you don't, I can still be a friend, but there's still boundaries and everything that gets laid and so on and so forth.
Well, it's been 2.5 years since my wife disappeared, so I'll let y'all know in 2.5 years how I feel. No, I'm just playing. Dear, wanted to know what's our favorite music is. I think we can easily answer this.
Oh yeah, that's
R&B all day.
All day. Instantly. I fell down the Tony hole early. Bruh.
Lay your head on my pillow.
Literally what I was listening to all day. On repeat.
And just relax. But Jodeci would probably be for me. Like, I definitely just recently went on one of them.
Yeah. That was last week. I fell down that hole and just Diary of a Mad Black Man. Oh, yeah, I was bro. My whole car turned into a concert.
Yeah, I love me some R&B, man. How about you, dear? Since you ain't leave yet, tell us what yours is. But as far as the hypotheticals,
as far as hypotheticals, like, so essentially, I asked a question, something similar to a woman I used to date.
Oh, Frankie said, every time I close my eyes, I wake up feeling so horny. Hey, okay, we see you out there, Frankie.
I might have to have a concert on here one day. But yeah, like with the hypotheticals, like I asked a woman that one day, and it was just something similar because it's essentially so. Like I don't really have pictures up in the house right now because I'm still remodeling. And the couple of random pictures I got is of me, you, Lewis, and then like my prom picture, which features a young lady. And I've been asked like, well, why do you have that up? One, I didn't frame it. My mother framed that because it was framed when I was living in her house. So she gave it to me when I moved out. So she gave it to me. So I just put it up. It was just there. So I'm dating a girl and she's just like, well, why do you still have pictures of this? So it sparked a conversation that went to along the lines of, I'm like, so if I had if I was married, if I had a whole family before you, married, kids, whatever, and there's a family picture, a portrait of me, my wife, and the kids, and we get together in the house, yada yada yada. Does that picture? It ain't gonna be plastered around the house, not gonna be the main photo. Should that picture come down?
I don't think so, because a lot of times that picture is there for the kids.
Yeah, and see that was my thing. So then I stretched the hypothetical and I'm like, okay, what if? And she's like, well, in her mind, she's like, no, that picture should come down because y'all divorced. Y'all could retake pictures. I'm like, fair, but what if that picture's from when we were, and then when the child was smaller? Let's say the child was 2 and now the child's 6. Like, but we still like that picture. Like, it's not that if it's really agitating you, I'll take it. I'll probably take it down. Or I'm like, it won't. It's still not going to be the centerpiece photo of all the photos, but it'll be
there. It's a part of my memories. Yeah,
and it's not like I got pictures of all my exes. Like, all right, whatever. So
I mean, if you do, but that'd be a thing.
I mean, but I stretched the theory. So I stretched it and was like, okay, what if that's my ex-wife, but she passed? Like I feel like when the woman tried to explain it, it was like, well, you got a picture of a woman you used to have sex with, yada yada yada, up and down, and all that type of stuff. So I was like, I kind of get it, but I'm like, but what if it's a woman like somebody I passed, like she's no longer here? So like, what are you, like, I guess, threatened by?
I don't. Dear said, no, it should not. It should not. The woman should respect you, but you should also. She respects the woman's opinion. I guess it said you also should respect the woman's opinion. It is also there for the kids to show you guys that you're a cohesive unit. Yeah. Now, to go back to the 5-year thing. I mean, like, what if she comes back, we don't get back together, but we are friends, and that was our picture.
Yeah, I mean, again, that was a moment of time.
Yeah.
5 years ago or 5 years ago, whatever. Like, it shouldn't be. Like, what are you threatened by? You'll see the dynamic. You'll see the relationship.
Me
exactly. I didn't leave you. Right. She came back. I don't know. Like, again, I understand insecurities. I mean, like, had a time like you just projecting.
Yeah.
Like, you just projecting your insecurity, but then be like, it's okay. Believe me, if I tell you I got you, I got you. And if you don't have me, then you just don't. If you don't believe me, you just don't trust me. Then just say that, though. Like, and then these are things that can be discussed in different conversations that come up. Like, if you don't trust me around said person, you don't trust me around said person. You can't be upset that let's say this girl is somewhere I'm at, and you're like, oh, well, I don't trust her. You ain't gotta trust her. Don't trust her. Your job is to trust me.
Facts. Get a couple of those on that one.
Like, I mean, I've been in this scenario more than once, and he's just like, all right, like I'm not doing nothing, but then but she can try her way. I'm an adult. Even then, at that point, she tried to touch me.
See, that's the thing.
The roles are switched because, like, yeah, guy, I can move her hand. Where, like, for you, if the guy tries to, for the woman, if the guy tries to force itself on her, it's more time. Like, it could happen where a woman, depending on the situation, less times more than not more. Is it more time than often? No.
Less time than often.
Yeah, less time than often. And a woman won't be able to fully force herself on me without me getting like forcing her off me or getting more aggressive. I guess I don't know how to put it, but it's like you can't. Like, you're either gonna trust me or not. Because at this point, our job is in a relationship. Being single, their job is to tempt us, period. Yeah. Our job in the relationship is to turn it down. Yeah. Because it don't have to be, because I feel it don't have to be your ex. It can be a new person. The same type of temptation is getting applied. Yeah. It's rather you're going to fall for it or not.
But that's also the reason why I have no problem with a woman having a male best friend. Like, it takes two. Like if you want, like, unless you are raped, which I hope he's not your best friend after he raped you.
Girls are weird. I'm just stick that out there.
Unless that's the case, I don't think that it should be a problem, because the other person, like, y'all have to both say yes. Y'all have to both wanted it. And I don't believe that while we was drunk, it was just a decision. I don't use that as an excuse. That's not acceptable to me.
I mean, at that point, it's a build up. Then it's again,
This is something
it's a
you
build
wanted.
up that you fell for or that you allowed to happen, because everybody got an itch they want to scratch. It's rather if you're gonna scratch it or not, because you can let that itch go away. You ain't got to scratch every itch.
Facts.
You don't scratch every itch. You be like, all right, that itch, and then like, oh, it went away.
This person says, do agree with what you say. You have to trust me. Oh, DR said it. You have to trust me. You don't have to trust her. That's true. I agree. So they basically was agreeing with you.
Because I feel like you walk out into the world, like as more women get hollered at than guys hollering at women. Like again, usually it's going to take me opening my mouth to talk to her. If I'm not doing something polite, just some generally polite manner, and so I want your opinion on this too. But side note, if I'm not doing nothing, just a general polite gesture, I'm not necessarily talking to nobody. I don't like being bothered. So like that's one thing. Like, all right, if they walked up or something happened, some discord happened prior, some type of conversing happened prior, which means, I spoke to this person, or I maybe helped the door, and it's like, oh, thank you, you're welcome. And then, well, how's your day going? Like, I'm not. If you know me, you know it's not my personality. Like I try to stay low key, out the way, so on and so forth. Yeah. So it's like for women, like I can just imagine y'all inboxes. Like if I fall for that insecurity, like, man, your inbox is probably going ham. Like
honestly, I take it as a compliment if your inbox is full of niggas hollering at you.
I mean, again, people gonna shoot their shot. The
Right.
ugly guy gonna shoot a shot. The cute guy gonna shoot a shot. Whoever got confidence gonna shoot a shot.
Thanks.
So it'd be like you got more to worry about. Where me, I just don't like people, so I'm not gonna talk. Thanks. Like it's not like I'm not shooting ahead of time. Even women out like I find attractive. I'm like, ugh. Like if I shoot my shot, what happens after this? Do I really feel like talking to her right now? Probably not. So it'd be like, so then it's gonna be me shooting her shot. It's gonna be that. Then I got to put on the game, and I don't feel like working the game or working the angle at this moment. Yeah. So you like, yes, I will pass the ball. I have no problem in it. I will pass the ball because I don't feel like putting the effort in right now. And then it's gonna be like when I feel like putting effort in, cool. That's when you gotta worry. But even then, you still have to trust me that I'm not going to overstep my situation.
Trust is huge. Like, I'm not even gonna say if I can't trust you. Like, if there's no trust in the relationship, period, I can't do it. Like, it's a headache. We're gonna sit here and have conversations about something random. Oh, well, you held the door open for that woman. I can't hold a door open.
See, so okay, so this is my question. That's a side note. Should my gentlemanly ways, should my chivalry continue? Shouldn't my chivalry continue after I'm in a relationship? Because I had this. So yes. Some girls, I've had a conversation and they feel like it should. Like I shouldn't be holding the door for this girl. I should, because I feel like it's not and I feel like it's an insecure thing because I feel like it's just if she's threatened by it. If she feels Shorty's attractive, why are you doing that? Like you flirt.
So if she's ugly, or if she's an old lady, or if she's,
I mean, a woman's a woman. I'm not looking at that point. Right. It's like, all right, I'm supposed to, my job as a gentleman is to
be a gentleman.
To be a gentleman.
Right.
So it's like, so I ran into this scenario. Well, it's not my scenario. It's not my story. Somebody talked to story. They were out with, which is, again, this is not even the same scenario now I think about it, but it's just funny because it's just, the girl I used to talk to, she was out with her best friend and her boyfriend. They're at a crowded bar. The boyfriend, let me see if I can remember correctly. The boyfriend got a seat for his girlfriend and then sat next to her. There was no more seats. So the best friend is standing. The girl I used to talk to, she's standing. She felt that he was supposed to get up and go get her a seat or give her his seat. But then she was all like, "Oh, some random man came up and went and got his seat, went and got a chair for her and brought it over." And I'm like, man, that's dope of that man. But like technically, like my job, I'm kind of like I feel weird because like my
If
job.
I'm with them, if I'm with my girlfriend and her friend is standing, I'm giving up my seat.
Yeah, like, but I can see, but I can also see the other end. Like made sure my girl was straight. Did you kind of, it's one of the things. Like I'm offer my seat. If you don't budge, like all right, cool. If you don't take it an offer, I'm not about to just go out my way to go get another seat. If I offer you my seat, you tell me no, then you stand there. Like, fuck.
I'm probably not even gonna ask. I'm gonna just give you my seat.
I'm gonna offer it. I'm gonna offer it. Just like I'm offering, like if we on a crowded bus and I offer my seat, and then you say no, and then 3 stops later, you looking at me like, all right, well, get up. No, I offered you, and you made an active decision, and I want to respect your decision.
Facts. No, and especially someone with the bus. If I ask you, hey, you want the seat? No, because maybe I'm fucking up your workout gains. I don't know what you got going on, but if I'm gonna offer you the seat now, but in the scenario where we're out to dinner.
They were just like I
think they were just take me out to dinner. If we had a bar and like if you walk up to us and we sitting here, I don't know if I'm necessarily.
I think they might have all came in together, but like the story goes further because I'm just like I expressed. I'm like was the guy who brought the seat to you by himself? She's like, yeah, he was by himself and da 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 da. I'm like, he might have been flirting, or because he like, there's no way like if I'm on,
I would do that.
Am I on the other side of the bar? No.
If I'm on the other side of the bar, probably not, because then I felt like I look weird.
Yeah, because that's what it was. She said the guy was, if they're on this side of the bar, the guy was on the other side of the bar. So he's watching y'all. So he's flirting at that point. He's kind of, I feel like he's like, oh, she cute, da 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 da, so on and so forth. So he was flirting. Shout out to him for being nice about it. But because I bet you if he was having lunch with a woman, he wouldn't have did that.
Facts. Dier said this should because that's what makes you. That's what got you there in the first place, as far as being chivalrous after you get with your girlfriend.
Yeah, but as long as they remember, yeah, I understand that, but it's like they only acknowledge it as long as I stay chivalrous just to them.
Yeah, that's crap. I do it for everyone, even men. It's just courteous, holding the doors. That's what he said, holding doors, and like, and then Bianca says he should have given her his seat and gone and grabbed himself a seat. Is simply courteous. Well, see, that's what we were saying as far as like offering a seat. Now, personally, like I said, I would probably just give up the seat without actually asking her, and then I probably would, if we had a bar, I'm probably just going to stand there, or if I'm gotta go all far away to get a seat, I'll grab a seat. It depends on the situation.
Yeah, to me, it depends on the situation. But in my mind, the scenario how it was painted to me, I'm assuming they all walked in together.
Hey, Christy.
I'm assuming how it was painted to me. They all walked in together. He pulls his girlfriend's seats out. Girlfriend sits down. The other seat's there. He's waiting for her to sit. She doesn't sit. He kind of nudges the chair. She still doesn't sit. So he's like, I'm gonna sit down. My legs hurt too. Like, and then he sits down. Then because that air, like that airheadedness of we was just talking of. It's like, all right, I'm standing here and you still haven't sat. Like in my mind, like we've been standing here. How long out you want me to stand here till you sit down? If you don't take the seat, man, this is a free seat.
Yeah. But I definitely think, I know for a fact my chivalrous ways will not change when we get in a relationship. I'm still gonna give you a friend or whoever I see out the seat. I'm still gonna hold the door open for them. I may even offer to pump gas.
I will pump the gas, but it all depends on how I feel that day. If it's your friend, like, and if I like that friend,
the gas I'm talking about. If we with the friend, I'm talking about just random. Like I've pumped random women's gas. Like if I always ask, like, man, do you want me to pump your gas?
If it's an older woman and it's cold outside,
it doesn't matter.
Because again, I mentally feel like people just don't want to be bothered. Because it's like, it's not my place. Like, I can be chivalrous, like, and at the same time, I don't.
But that's why I just asked. I just be like, you want me to pump your gas?
Again, all this one of them. It's all them scenarios where it's like you see a guy trying to be chivalrous and
it's
like
not there. But I actually have a comment to that, Christy. Keep going, my bad.
Chivalry is dead, and women killed it.
And I'll tell you why here in a second. Go ahead.
So, like it's like like I seen a story where an old guy he died or he got killed. He got murdered because he seen 2 women on the side of the road. Tire popped. He got out to help them. He asked what they needed help. He started changing their tire. Midst of that, they pull out a gun to rob them. Be like I want to help, but it ain't like, it ain't my business, ain't my place. So I just
See,
keep going.
shit like that, unfortunately, has definitely made it where I can't do that anymore.
Yeah, like I always want, like my heart goes out to people. I care, like I want to stop and help people, but then at the same time, like you ain't about to get me.
Facts. Mom said, if you have to change who you are, you're not for that person. I agree 100%, Mom.
Wait, but I can't agree with that because you're supposed to change a little bit.
Are you? Are you supposed to change?
Yeah, because at some point you grow. So it's growth. Is growth the equivalent to change?
So wait a minute. So growing,
you're supposed to grow, correct?
That doesn't necessarily make you change.
Why doesn't it?
Just because you
nigga, if you was 5 feet and you grew 3 inches, you are not 5 feet no more.
That's true. However,
so we're gonna
you can be the same person at 5'5" versus 5 foot. The difference is you can grab higher shit.
That's change.
It's not really change.
Yes, it is. If you
really change.
Why isn't it? Like growth, like you're gonna change a little bit. It's part of growth because you're not the guy you was then. Because if you were 5'5", if you're 5'5", you needed a booster seat or you needed a step stool to get to the top shelf. But now,
you always wanted to get to that top shelf, which means didn't change. You just your methods to get there changed.
Which means, but it's just part of you changing. Because your methods was you used to go get a step stool. Now you reach and grab that.
But the goal was always to grab that. It's
not about your goal. Your goal don't have to change. Like your goal, that's like saying your goal is to graduate and get a degree. It don't matter. It took you 10 years to get it. You still achieved a goal, but you changed along the way.
So the things around you may have changed. The things that you're equipped with may have changed, but you didn't change.
You still. We're gonna be. What was it? We gonna be going back and forth.
we are. But Frankie said, I show chivalry when necessary, and being an unabashed asshole when necessary. Balance. So that's funny. You say be an asshole whenever necessary.
Please pin that comment. I love that one.
It says, Dier says, luckily, I can't agree with that. I agree with that 100%. I'm not exactly sure which one it was. Maybe it was the growth or the change thing. I think that could have been yours. Bianca said that's growth. Chrissy says, I agree with Mom. If you're taught to be respectful, then as an adult, you should stay respectful. I agree with that 100%. Bianca says, when two people date, they learn things about one another that causes minor changes, which is your point.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're going to, because even the woman I'm with today,
Mom agree with me.
This because you're her baby, and this is your show. Like I got nothing to do with it. You know, I would die on the hill solo every time. Like, I don't need a crowd.
Mom says, so would you feel better if I said, if you have to change who you are? I think she's supposed to put who you are, not how you are.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you should change how you are.
Because she's trying to yell at me.
How? How, Sway? Or who, Sway? I don't know which one you're saying, Mom. I don't.
But I feel like you're gonna change because you're not the same person. I'm not the same guy when I date girl A when I date girl B. Because I take away lessons.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm not going to be the same. Even when there's the growth in okay. Like
but
I can't be quick.
You grew in between 1 and 2. So once you get the 2, you're still the same. I'm not. You're not 1. No, you're 1.5. Absolutely. But you're still going to be 1.5. But what makes you 2 is because it's a different girl. That doesn't mean that you're. But that
0.5 is changed because I'm no longer 1. That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. I'm not. You're not. You going to. There's change in growth. Your growth is the equivalent to your change.
Oh, Mom said how, so she said she corrected me. It was okay. It's how.
And she still
you rock, Chloe. You rock. What up, Mark? Said the fluff has arrived. The fluff kind of always been here, Mark. Let's be honest. I've been fluffy all my life. When Chrissy says when in a relationship, you want to bring out the best in each other. I agree.
Fair.
And mom says, "Hey, Fluff." To Bianca's point and to your point, you will definitely make minor changes. You will definitely make small changes to even, you could say, accommodate the other person. But as far as like, all right, so I'll use my situation. I will be, you know, from my first marriage and my second marriage, I will definitely be better. Like I will,
Right.
I will definitely. That's if I get married, guys. Let's not get carried away.
We're gonna use that as an example. So we're gonna say in your first marriage you didn't communicate enough,
Right, which I didn't. That was actually a thing.
So you in your second marriage, you're going to actively try communicating more.
Correct. Now, with that being said,
you're no longer the guy who doesn't communicate.
But okay. However,
So
what
that's
I
changed.
communicate could have been what I just didn't say in the first marriage.
But not communicating is who you are.
Disagree. And once again, it goes back to the equipment that, I mean, you know, what I was equipped with, even though I had the same goal. I wasn't equipped with the ability to communicate. But now that I do have the ability to communicate, I can say what I always wanted to say. So am I really changing, or am I really just now finally using what I'm supposed to do?
Yes, you are changing, because even if you didn't have the equipment, if you didn't have an axe to cut down a tree, but you had to cut down, you didn't have a chainsaw to cut down a tree, but you had an axe, you still are chopping down a tree.
Right.
But now that you have a chainsaw, you are now cutting down that tree faster.
Okay, but that
it changed.
The goal never changed.
Something, your ability to do. We're not talking about goal. We're talking about you changing. Your now speed of doing it changed.
I got more effective at completing.
That's changed.
I got more effective at.
You're not going backwards. You're not chopping down a tree with a saw.
Yes,
with the hand saw.
But I just became more effective at what I've always wanted to do.
That's changed. That's change.
I'll give you that as change, because obviously something is different, but the objective never changed.
We're not talking about your objectives though.
But that's
because your objective, because in that scenario, your objective.
I feel like changing who you are is completely revamping your thought. Not
why isn't it? Because again, you revamping, because you don't have to go into your next marriage with the ability to communicate. You can stay the exact same.
I agree. So but yes,
you want it to work out or play out better. So now your objective changed. Because you could have stayed in the same, you could have stayed in the first one.
If I would have always wanted to still be married to that, if I still wanted, I don't want to wear this. The objective didn't change. If I wanted, all right. So my objective has always been, I want a strong woman behind me. Keeping that strong woman. I lost the first one,
but that's not. But in that's the variable of her part too. So are you? I'm just classifying that as she wasn't that strong. That person you were looking for.
No. So what I'm trying to say is, I wanted a woman. The plan was always to keep a woman. And my methods of keeping a woman, my methods to keeping a woman has changed. So in a sense, I grew. So but I didn't change.
You did though. Because you can stay with your same methods and then find someone where your methods work. You could find a woman who don't care about communication, but you actively are looking to communicate because you're changing your values. Like, all right, I'm changing. Like, I'm not translucent enough. I was told that. So now obviously not transparent. I need to be more transparent. So I'm trying to be more transparent because that's more healthy and conducive for relationships.
Yeah, but that doesn't. I don't know. I don't think that actually changes who you are. That just changes your method.
No, it changes who I am because I don't talk a lot.
So I guess in that situation, in that scenario, you would be changing because if you don't talk,
And
yeah,
it's the same for you
I'll
because
give you that.
you're changing because you don't communicate often. You naturally you was just like, all right, like again, we said it the other week when I was on the show. Our bar is at an 8. If it's not at an 8, we're not talking about it. So I'm literally lowering my bar. It's not gonna drop to a 3. I'm not. That's not me. I could lower my bar from 8 to 6, 7.
I still feel like my bar wouldn't necessarily change. I would just show that I care at 4 versus showing that I.
But your bar changed because remember last week your bar is at 9, so now you're showing it at 4. That's change.
I'm showing it at 4 for that.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you, guys. I grew up, y'all. I grew up. But no, I mean, so I'm giving you more insight at 4, only because you asked for it.
No, because you actively are going into your new relationship better than you are than you. I mean, so better than you're actively going into the new relationship in a better mindset.
Okay.
Than you went into your last one, or than you exited your last one, because you analyzed what you did wrong through conversations with her, personal analyzations of yourself, reflecting. And now you know, like, all right, well, if I want things to happen or things to maneuver a certain way, I do have to change some habits.
Yeah. Mom said, hi, Fluff. Chloe said, oh, I don't know what she said, oh, too. This was a little bit ago. Mark says, Lucky. Oh, she's saying that mom's name. Howdy. Christy says sometimes you have to get the practice spouse out the way to learn what to do.
I respect that. I feel like that's nothing but the move. That's the same with the live-in girlfriend.
New facts and what not to do in our future relationship / marriage. That is just so funny to say.
It's the trial run.
Practice spouse.
It's the trial run.
Chloe said, is it communication learned and not inherited? I agree with that. It could also go to traits. And then Mark said, good, honest communication is a cornerstone to a quality relationship, and an involving learning process as you grow closer together. And it's an involving learning process as you grow together. I agree with that. That blow off from Lou. Laugh her ass off.
What blow off?
But no, I mean, so
yes,
I don't know.
Bro, you change. It's okay. And it's growth.
I'm not just giving you that, but
I'm proud of you.
It's practice spouse. I like that. Mom,
it's okay, dude.
I'm starting to think that's inherited. Practice spouses. No. But
that's funny.
I agree with you 100%, Mark. I think good, honest communication is a thing. I will say the reason why
I don't want to practice spouse.
For me, good, honest communication.
Practice?
We talking about practice. Right. I will say for me in my situation, communication was hard, to be honest, because actually we talked about this with the hypothetical questions. Sometimes being honest could make everything go south. Now, obviously, that's up to the person to determine, and that's not, our fault. But that was the reason why I wouldn't communicate sometimes, because it'd be like it would turn for the worse. And see,
I mean, but I feel like I'm guilty of this too. We try to prevent.
We don't allow them to have their feelings.
No, like we allow them, but we try to prevent problems. Like, all right, this is gonna cause issues, so let me just not. So it's like, but again, at the same time, I'm guilty of that, but I'm more prone to just letting, like, I see it coming in and be like, all right, well, we're just gonna let it play out. We just gonna hit this wall.
Frankie said, big reason why I'm picky as fuck with my choices in women. I'm guessing because of the practice spouse. Chrissy says, I'm a slow learner, so I had to practice spouses.
That's funny.
And Mom said, absolutely, baby. I think that's to the inherited practice spouses. Yeah, I learned that. It's okay, y'all. My dad wasn't shit, but he my nigga. So as far as like, you know, you saying like we try to avoid, I think we definitely try to avoid the confrontation just because one.
I don't know if we try to. I don't know if it's the confrontation.
Happy spouse, happy life. Happy.
I don't believe in that.
Me neither. Happy. My bad. It's happy spouse, happy house, happy wife, happy life. I don't believe in happy wife, happy life. Because I used to say like happy. They say happy wife, happy life. I say, why am I so miserable? Because she was happy, or at least I thought she was. Clearly, she wasn't. But I left the second time, you know, because I wasn't happy. I was like, fuck this.
Should I get married?
Marriage is beautiful.
Is it?
It's beautiful.
Is it
Honestly, I wouldn't change getting married. I would honestly, if anything, would have changed my tactics. I would have communicated because honestly, that's the reason why.
Word? That sounds like change.
No, fuck that.
Sorry.
So
It's okay.
minor changes, as
In my
Bianca
opinion.
said. Yes, I feel. So I don't think that's not change in that situation. Like that was completely changing. But where I'm saying that, so you got it, whatever.
He just had a
It's
flashback.
changed. I think marriage is beautiful. I definitely think marriage is beautiful. I wouldn't not get married. I would maybe wait. If anything,
I want to be.
yeah.
I want to be. I really want to be. I'm a hopeless. Like, I know me. I'm a hopeless romantic. Like, I'm gonna do all the little gay, goofy shit. Like, but you know. Oh, I'm sorry. That might have been toxic.
Mom said he wasn't shit, but that's my dude for life. See, this is what I grew up around. I don't grow around my parents actually liking each other. They just couldn't deal with each other in that type of manner. Like they still fuck with each other on like on the, you know, friendship level.
Well,
Like,
see, that goes full circle with the what we were talking about. Imagine again, your wife like that's my if you my road dog and you disappear for 5 years and you come back, you're still my road dog. I just can't be married to you because I'm married to her. Now don't go off and kill her, but if she died, we back at it.
Right. My mom and my dad with me on her lap is still up in my grandparents' house, I believe. So, and my mom is obviously happily married with Pap, and my mom and Pap and my grandma loves Pap, and my grandparents love Pap. Like, you know, we took one family picture. We ain't took no professionals. We gotta take some professional. Chrissy said you must make each other happy for the relationship to work properly. I don't 100% agree with that.
I like aggravating. It's fun sometimes. I got a joke. Like I feel like girls got like a dictionary size book of things y'all do to aggravate us. We just don't react. And I got like a pamphlet of things I could do to aggravate girls, and it work every time.
That's so funny. I think that we can do things to make each other smile and to make life easier, but I think you have to make yourself happy.
Yeah.
I think that's the case with that.
Yeah, because if you're unhappy and like I feel like you're gonna just take
there
it out
is
on me.
nothing I can do. If you are unhappy, there is nothing I can do to make you happy. I can try my best. Like I said, I can make you smile.
I'm a substitute. I'm a small substitute for the pit. Like I'm a small substitute droplet for the pitcher you need to do for yourself.
I can help you relieve some pain, but your pain relief starts within.
And then don't annoy me because I'm gonna aggravate you.
On God.
Just nuts.
Bianca said marriage is absolutely beautiful. I had a practice husband for 20 years. Wait, were y'all actually married or were y'all just together for 20 years? Because that's the thing.
Are y'all still married now? Like, wait a minute. Like, how is it beautiful? You had a practice husband for 20 years. It's like, is this the current husband? Like, I'm confused.
Mark said Bianca, damn, 20 years, but he said 18 years with my practice wife, more like on the job training. That could be. So if you've been with your practice husband and y'all ain't married, then that's definitely on the job.
So that brings up with something else. I was just talking.
Hold on, let me read this last one real quick.
I got you.
And then Frankie says same, intentionally aggravate, but goes both ways. And she said, Bianca said, yep, married 20 years, but we grew apart, been divorced for 2 years.
Oh, damn. That sucks.
That's a long time.
That's my I don't want us like I would hate that. Like I don't want to grow apart from me. Like I feel like I won't because I'm gonna be up her
Yeah,
butt.
your ass is not gonna grow apart.
Yeah,
like,
I'm like
you
like,
attached, nigga. You like in what they say imprint on Twilight, nigga. You would imprint.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I will. Like, that'd be my issue. And then he'd be like, all right, I gotta go through the process of taking that away, which sucks.
Go ahead. What's the question?
Oh, so it's just like, so do you believe like I ain't gonna say shacking up, but like, yeah, old school shacking up.
Now I do.
Yeah, like because I feel like you should. I need to kind of see. Like,
I kind of never did. Like I always. I guess I always did because we was together. We moved in together before we got married.
But but
situation was a little different.
Yeah, but so y'all's situation was a little different. But essentially, I just say that because like people like I ran into this clip earlier where it's just like it was talking about finances, and I sent it to a couple of my female friends to see their responses because I was curious. And it was like I guess it was an old clip. It was new to me or whatever. But it was a couple. They were laying in bed. And the woman said she was laying there. She's like, yeah, we put all our money in one account. He handles all of that. And then she gets like a weekly allowance. Goes on and then
he's just smarter with it. Finances.
Now, I listened to a lot of my female friends and their responses jumped the gun. They were damn near jumping down man's throat. I would never. And I'm like, but if their finances are attached together, I'm like, let's really.
What if he's an account?
Like what? I'm like, yeah, like we don't know his job. What if they're handling all the bills? The rest of that's for savings. Like we don't know if the rest of that is for savings, 401k, life insurance, all those types of things. And y'all are like, grunt like I would never but he's handling the money for the house. Like you're getting and what all the information is provided, she's getting a $100 allowance, and she can ask for more if she needs it, yada yada. But that's for like. To go randomly out to eat to blow some money. Like that's what I feel you should be doing if y'all are actively together trying to save towards something or whatever. That's what y'all should do. Then you set no allowance for yourself. Now that $100, you just want to go out to eat randomly through the week. You got $100 to do it.
So I agree with that should be a thing. Whatever. I mean, I don't say. I mean, I'm okay with whatever.
Yeah, but
a question. What if she was on the other foot? What if he was giving you all the money and you gave him an allowance?
Then I feel like that's when they get like, oh, he's a simp or that type of stuff. Like, but again, back in the day, that's kind of usually what it was. The guy would work 40 hours a week, come home, get a wife to check. She may give him $50 to go to the bar, and she made sure that everything else in the house was taken care of. She went grocery shopping, paid the et cetera, yada yada. And like it's that weird thing where it's like, even then, it's like it's not even stated that he gets an allowance. Like, what if all the money's going towards the savings, everything else that this should literally be doing? Like, let's say if he does get an allowance, what if his is 50 and hers is 100?
He knows that you need more money, so he say, "Here, babe, like I know how you are, so here's your $100. I'm not gonna get anything. Matter of fact, we were both supposed to get 50, but I gave you the full 100 because I know how you are.
Yeah, like,
as long as I'm good."
Like they never say anything about it. It's just like him in control of it. It was just too much. It's just like I feel like that goes back to what you were talking about. Just the black women were raised to be independent. It's like they're so independent, like it just clashes at times. And like I feel like that's just so where the unhealthiness lies.
Yeah. Chloe said she agreed with you. She said growth requires change of some form. And then she also said so we can grow together or grow apart going through the growing pains of life. So I agree. That can definitely happen. I feel like that it kind of is a thing. Like especially if we're not communicating, we're not telling each other how we feel and each other how things are affecting us. We would grow apart naturally because we are no longer friends. We no longer have a relationship in that situation. We no longer have a friendship in that situation. So just like any friend, you are not going to be able to grow with that person because they are now the vision is different. The plan is no longer same. Like there's essentially marriage. Your goal has to be the same, even if you guys can divide and conquer. Yeah, like if our goal is to die together, and for some reason, 5 years in,
my goal is to die together, but before her.
Why before her?
Because if she died before me, I'm clocking out. Like I know I am. So
That's
you
so
gotta-
funny.
like
I feel that though.
Like
I feel
like I'll be heartbroken. He's gonna be like, hey, like
I wouldn't know what to
dude,
do.
I'm
Like
clocking out,
honestly,
bro.
I don't think I would know what to do. Like especially if I'm like that invested. Like honestly,
like she said, 20
so-
years.
So this is what happened to me. I'm gonna be honest. After me and my wife split up, especially the first time, I didn't really. I was like fucked up. I'm like, damn. Like my whole like train of thought was this was it. This was who I was supposed to be with. This is where I wanted to grow. This is where I wanted to build with. And now I'm literally, my foundation was literally destroyed. Now I just have a plain fucking field. And I don't know what the fuck to do because this tornado just came through. Like that's
Royal Oats.
like honestly, like I was fucked up. I honestly, like I was really lost. Like I honestly was lost for at least a good. And my loss was, I'm just not even gonna care. I'm just gonna move forward. Like I'm just going to do shit just because my life goes on.
Yeah.
And it was like,
Which is the weird, which like I say that to stuff, but it sucks. But that's a true statement.
I was
It's
so
a very
numb.
Shitty statement.
I was so numb. Like people didn't really know how, because I was just like, yeah, I mean, I'm cool. I gotta move forward because I knew I had to move forward, but I didn't even know what the fuck direction I wanted to go in. It was just I'm moving forward because I'm supposed to move forward.
Yeah,
and
I mean, but that's cool. Like you didn't start running yet. Okay,
I'm just sniffling, y'all. I'm not crying.
You just walking. Like you just walking. As long as it's forward, as long as it ain't backwards, and down, you Gucci.
But see, even lateral can be a thing. Even lateral, like just moving side to side, could be detrimental, especially when, like, because your age is going this way,
Okay.
and if you're going this way,
hey, sometimes you gotta sometimes you plateau for a bit.
Facts.
Like, as
No,
long
I
as
agree.
you ain't going down, you Gucci.
I guess you're right.
Like again,
You're right.
It's stock market.
Right.
If I invest $12 and it stay $12 for 6 weeks, okay,
It's not a loss. It's not a loss.
As
You're
long
right.
as it ain't go to 11, as soon as it hit 11.59, now I'm losing.
But I guess because my plan was to always grow, and I see that it's not growing, I guess maybe that's the reason why.
But it takes some time to grow.
Up. No,
it takes some time to grow. Sometimes
I agree.
we've been growing beards for years, and then sometimes that one patch ain't did nothing, and all of a sudden
Like
that
my
patch
middle
is gonna be
patch.
like poof.
My middle patch, it ain't here. I got a landing strip. It ain't growing yet. It ain't growing.
The inverted landing strip, which is nuts.
I call it the Hulk Hogan. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, brother. I feel like I should have said nigga in there because that's what he was saying.
When I still love that clip from that old clip of Booker T. He was like, "Ooh, nigga, ooh."
Right, because he knew he wasn't supposed to say it. Joe, he said, going through a grieving process. I guess that's what he's saying at the moment. And he said that's what you go through when this person is gone.
I mean, it's just weird. It's more, especially for me. Like I get attached, and I have no problem with getting attached. This is why I don't try to attach to people, because I get attached, and I care about people. I genuinely care about people. I will call to check up on you, and that's why I hate when people don't. Like I feel like it's fake when it's come from certain people, because like I ain't heard from you. Like we're even friendships. I used to always say this. Our parents had best friends, like, and at the stage of life when they progress to the next stage, their friends are still there, but they're not. Their focus, your focus is supposed to shift. You still can't be going. In my mind, you still can't be going out every Saturday. You can't be doing you can still go out periodically with your friends. You're still supposed to have them. You're still supposed to nurture and care for that garden, but you have a bigger garden you're trying to grow now. So the little gardens, it still gets some care, but it ain't getting the fertilizer, the extra nutrients, the extra water, and this one is the secondary.
So I want to ask, because it's kind of like you're about to say you check up on people, and like, how do you feel like people are fake when, like you're saying, like they don't check up on you, or
it's a time frame.
So
it's one. I feel like it's the time
to be
frame.
fair, I don't reach out as much as I should, but yet you never felt like I was a bad friend.
You reach out more than most people.
Seriously, because then that's terrible. Because I reach out very like.
No, you do. Because again, you got to think we have our conversation. Like we have our conversations often. We will go. We do have our spurts where they be like, all right, we may not hear from each other for like a month, maybe 3.
Yeah.
But then it'll instantly flip. And now for the next 6 months, we talk damn near at least 3 times a week. That's understandable. We're gonna have our gauges. Even if a woman came in the room, now you're talking to somebody, and, hey, of course I'm not gonna hear from you as much, or vice versa.
Yeah.
But if all year go around and be like, all right, like for
I'm
example,
at least reaching out on your birthday.
yeah, like,
in most cases.
I feel like those are the bullshit text messages too. So like, I don't know, I'm weird, and I know I'm weird, and I know I'm on the outskirts of this because people be, but then when they be like, oh, my friend fake, how do you figure they gonna say they were the same person they been the whole time? So like, I mean, just to me, like it's like we don't have to talk every day. I'm not saying talk every day.
Well, no, I mean,
again,
no.
Don't hit me when somebody die and you seen a post.
Okay.
This average like I'm not
so
online.
Usually,
I'm not online.
Usually when I hit people, it is definitely like off some random, hey, how's it going?
Hey, I'm
like,
literally checking on you. Like again,
that's literally
it could be 6 months in between.
Don't want nothing.
But it's a genuine thing.
Just seeing if you alive. Type
yeah, like again, that's in my mind. That's how it's supposed to go. Because again, we're at the stage of life where we're no longer in our 20s and all that. So things change, life change. Yeah. We're progressing. Facts. People are making families. People are getting married. People are trying to get more into their business, etc. But you're gonna make it's supposed to be. Yeah, you're supposed to water the seeds. It's still a relationship you gotta water.
Yeah. Bianca said plans change and so do people. Life is too serious to be too serious. Why so serious?
I mean, life is still serious. Is life serious? We laughing too much, so I don't know. I can be serious.
I laugh at a lot of shit.
I'm silly and goofy and serious, which is weird. I'm goofy enough to know that I know this is serious, but then like at the same time, like it could be a shootout right now. But if he's there, we're cracking a joke. It's
hey, you see how that nigga was holding the gun? That nigga was holding the gun so fucked up, nigga.
He came in was like pew pew. Yeah. And this is
I wonder if Quick was there. You broke my nose, man.
Bro, if somebody came and shoot out, that'd be the first thing I'd be like, Quick!
You killed my brother. You broke my nose, man.
Like we're serious, but we're serious. In the same breath of being serious, we can handle stuff. But I can still be serious and smile through it. Like if I die, he knows. He like laugh and be at my funeral. We laughing.
So I have a joke for if I die, and I told Louis he had to say this. He said he got to get this in paperwork. But I said if I ever get shot, matter of fact, I got it on video now, so y'all see this. If I ever get shot and I die, I said Louis had to say, "Don't worry, guys, don't be sad. Duty is holy now." Like, and so now that you got this on tape, I'm gonna have a whole monologue. I'm gonna have a whole 15-minute stand-ups, and I'm starting off with that. That's the joke. That's gonna be my opening act. Do not be sad for Duty. He is in heaven. He's holy now. Like he's good.
The funny part about that is gonna go over like half the people there head, more than half. It's just gonna be. It's like that's gonna be a joke for me. Like a lot of people gonna be mad at me.
Mom would instantly laugh if she.
Mommy, you get it.
Yeah. Of course, there'll be a couple other friends that are close that probably heard me say this.
Maybe, like I feel like maybe Mike
might be mad if you said that.
Yeah, I know. She would definitely be one of the people probably mad. Yeah. No, I'm definitely.
But now that this is on tape,
nope, I'm edging.
If now this is on tape,
me into the ground. Nope, it don't matter.
It's on tape, me. So
it's me.
She kind of, sort of, just like niggas saying the time to joke.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. You wasn't his friend for real. I double down.
She might be a little pissed at you for you saying it, but that's if she didn't know the agreement. But now she knows the agreement.
It don't matter.
I'm pretty sure she'll be fine.
It don't matter. I'm still getting these jokes off.
Matter of fact, she would actually be happy that you gave me my dying wish in that situation.
I'm still getting these jokes off. I
mean, but by all means, though, like you would probably have every right to get all the jokes off. Like you are my ace, dog. Like you've been around since day one. Like.
Oh yeah, we already know.
Like, I mean, there's a lot of people that can get jokes off. Honestly, everybody can get their jokes off. I would not give a fuck. Leah could come in and get her jokes off. Like, I would not bother me. I would not advise it,
No,
Leah.
my-
But
My funeral got a guest list. Like he know the do's and don'ts and who can and can't come. Like when you die before me, you already know who can and can't come.
but yeah. Yeah, I know a couple people that can't come for sure. At least 2. It definitely would be crazy. Like honestly, I thought about that like many times where I was like, damn man, like I would be fucked up if I lost you. Like
Oh, bro,
like
I'll be salty. I'll be pissed. I'll be
oh nigga Trey.
I'll be Trey. I won't
But you gonna do it like Ashtray though, because that just would be funny.
No, because hopefully I ain't dealing with nobody with that many kids.
Yeah, Ashtray. So
So are we gonna applaud your growth or no? That you changed?
I still
Hey,
I
mommy.
mean I still feel
Mommy, you were wrong. Mommy,
no
mommy, you were wrong.
I don't think I'm wrong, because I mean like so I do believe that that you grew. I just don't think you changed.
You do change.
I don't think you changed. I think you grow.
Change.
That's just like people
So are you the same person? So are you the same person who entered their first relationship?
You could be.
So do life lessons equal change?
In certain situations. The mom says, "Stop it, Lewis." So I think you grow. I don't think every growth
Hey, dude,
is considered change.
I'm applauding your growth because you changed.
I appreciate it, Lewis.
But like again, like but see, like, when you're not this guy. Like you're not. I'm not the guy who entered the relationship with this woman who's in a relationship with that woman. If I'm going for the better,
Which shows growth.
which is equal to
So
change.
so you think I've changed
Yes,
a lot
because
since.
you're now actively knowing I need to communicate more where you didn't know that, and it's not like you couldn't figure that out. You knew you need to talk more, you just didn't because that's not who you were. Still communicating is not necessarily to who you were, but you are actively now applying that.
Which is fair.
Which change.
I don't think that's necessarily change. I think it's
Because
growth.
you're not actively doing it no more. That's like me.
I just think it's
I'm-
growth.
I can say, all right, if I had a quick temper and I have to control my temper now, that's growth and change because actively I can just fly off the handles. But I'm not doing that anymore, or I'm not doing it as much because I'm actively now trying to check myself. I now put roadblocks in the
My
way.
nigga Joe said, big change. Mom says life lessons equals growth. So yeah.
Change.
Just reiterating.
Which change, which growth equals change.
So
see?
So I do think so I do think that you will.
You change, bro. It's okay.
I don't disagree 100%, but however, I feel as though just because you grew as a person and you change, like you changing your temper versus all right. So
because if you're naturally hot tempered, but you gotta check it.
I put it like this: my patience. Say I'm still this patient. I've always been this patient. I was obviously even more patient because I didn't communicate it because it didn't bother me. But my patience level didn't change. I just became more vocal. So would you consider myself changing?
Yes, because you became more vocal. Because you could still be the same guy who's like, you can still be less vocal. You're not doing the same things anymore.
But I'm still patient.
But you are now applying.
Okay.
You're now applying vocals to your patience. So now your patience. So now your patience evolved.
Okay. So
your Charmander is now a Charmeleon. He's not a Charmander anymore. Congratulations, he's changed.
All right. So I come to you. I'm in my relationship. I come to you and tell you that she's beating me. You're not saying anything. No, she's just beating me. Okay. So now that I'm saying something about getting beat, I'm still not leaving, but I'm still allowing myself to get beat. But I change. But what changed?
But it starts with a conversation. So you change because you could have kept it to yourself.
But I changed. I changed. You know, speaking up, saying like, "Oh my God, stop hitting me." Whereas before I was like just taking the beating.
Right. But so it's not. That's a change.
But I'm still there, still taking the beatings.
But you didn't again. But you still changed. So it's only changed if you leave. Because I could leave and not tell you you can leave and not tell me you were getting beaten. That's still a change too. You changed. It starts.
How much did I really change if I'm still getting the beat?
It don't matter, nigga. If you change 1%, 1% is not no. If you went from
1% is still a change.
Yes.
Well, by your logic with those numbers, then yes. I grew, guys, and I've changed.
99 the same? Is the 99 still 100%?
I've changed, guys.
Is 99 still 100%? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I agree with you. I said it changed.
I just need to hear it clear. That's all I'm trying to figure out. I didn't know 99 was the same.
I changed. Louis got it. Louis, I changed.
It's all right. It's okay. Applaud yourself, man. Be proud of you. You did this.
Mom said, then call me so I can beat that bitch ass. I start doing the beatings. That's hilarious. That's fucking hilarious. All right, let's be honest, guys. I mean, if I'm getting beat, I don't think it would necessarily last long because I got some people that love me. And as soon as somebody saying, "What the fuck that come from?" She was mad. Yeah, she gonna die. You don't stop being Lewis because you're with someone. You're still Lewis.
But I'm changing.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm still Lewis but Lewis is an ever evolving person, so I'm changing. We are we are fluid people. So I want a hamburger today, and tomorrow I want a hot dog.
So because I wanted a hamburger today, but now today I want a hamburger with bacon.
You changed.
Did I really?
Yeah, because that slight difference is you're not the same. You're not the same person you are today that you were. You are today that you were yesterday.
So now tomorrow, after I didn't have my burger with bacon, I want my burger with bacon and cheese.
You changed.
And then the next day I changed. I put in onions on it.
You changed.
Did I change or did I grow?
You changed, and it grew. Like they're equivalent.
So
your burger. So is your burger order the same?
Burger order the same. I still get my fries. I still get my drink.
So just like how you're a regular at a restaurant and you go in like, hey, let me get my usual. And then you like add bacon. That's now no longer your usual. You changed. You're welcome. I applaud you, bro. Like,
so mom says, no, that he didn't. The burger changed. And then Bianca says the burger grew too. But then Joe said a savings account barely gives you 1%. LOL. I have no idea what that has to do with anything.
Because he said the 1%. It's still
a savings account.
It's still a savings account, but your interest back is different. So your interest isn't the same.
Still a savings account. And it's still a burger. It just got more shit on it.
So that's to say nothing changed because you're still human.
Womp, womp,
that's what you're lumping. You're overly lumping. Like again, mommy, I love you, but you're saying I'm Lewis. Yes, I'm Lewis, but we're fluid. So we will change.
He's a Lewis with bacon.
Exactly. Tomorrow, I may be vegetarian Lewis. The day after that, I may be a Lewis with tomato and lettuce.
All right, so I'll go as far as, okay, I love burgers. Yesterday, I wanted that bacon burger with onions and
you want
all
a
that.
Burger. Mm-hmm.
Yes, but today I want a black bean burger.
Okay.
I mean, did I really change, or did I still want burgers?
You're Beyond Meat. That's not even meat anymore.
I still wanted burgers. It's still a burger.
It's not though.
It's a different type of burger. It's just a burger. It's the same.
It's still changed. Is it made of the same stuff? Is it your same order? No, it's something different. It's changed.
But I still wanted. It was a burger. I wanted a burger. That's what I got.
But you went from a bean burger. So you went from a beef burger to a bean burger.
Still a burger.
Beef burger. Bean burger.
Burger.
Beef. Bean.
Burger.
change.
Burger.
Because that same because that's what just where you're just giving it it just has the title of burger. Because that could be a bean patty. I could say chicken sandwich. It's the same thing.
Chrissy says, "No, I want a Whopper." Mark said the only thing changes with the bacon is the size of my ass. Fluff facts. I mean, honestly, only thing that's gonna change is my gas level. It's gonna be high octane. What's the
you applaud yourself? Pat yourself on the back.
85 ethanol.
Pat yourself on the back, bro. You grew. You changed.
I grew, y'all. I feel good about it.
That's like saying you're the same duty, right?
Yes.
But you lost weight. Are you still the same duty?
I mean, I'm the same. Like I changed.
Not.
I changed the things that active.
You changed, like, bro. Like, it's okay. Sorry, mommy. I love you. You're wrong.
He just wants to say you're wrong. Close said you're the same person. Your thought process is different. Situations have changed because you grew out of a bad or detrimental habits.
So if you no longer have those habits, which means you changed them, you've changed. Because if those habits were who you essentially, we have our things we align ourselves with that makes us, we claim as us. I'm patient. So if I lose my patience in this scenario,
that's a change. That you at that point you are different. You have completely changed your logic. You have completely changed your thoughts. However, if your logic stays the same, but your methods to get to your logical point, I don't think you change.
You change, bro.
Just think you got new methods. If I've always tried to figure out this equation and I've found new methods to figure out the same equation, I don't think you changed. I think you just grew. I agree with that part. I definitely agree with the growth, but your objective has never changed.
But to grow, you need to change.
Formula.
You can stay trying to, hey, I need to figure out this equation, and this is how I know math, but this shit ain't working.
It ain't adding up, dog.
So you learned a new method. So now you have two methods. Even though one don't work, one does. You changed because now you have two methods when you used to only have one. You've changed. It's okay. Mommy, you're wrong. I love you. In my opinion. But love is facts, though.
Oh, we love you, mommy, and we love every last one of y'all that's on here. At least I do. I can't speak for him. But I'm
a loving person. I love everybody until you agitate me.
Thank you.
I agitate you back.
Thank you for tuning in to TimbukTuesday, which is the first day of Black History Month.
I want y'all to go do me a favor. If y'all want a good laugh, I mean like a real good hearty laugh. Some of y'all may know this already, but please go Google SNL 28 reasons to hug a black guy.
Mom says, Lewis, you've waited all your life for that.
Yes. I'm gonna die on that hill. Proudly. They're gonna go on the hill. It's gonna be a gravestone. Said Lewis was right. Mommy was wrong.
If you are not following me on my social medias,
you should.
Please go to Timbuk2_31. I will be doing Black History facts every day this month for the culture. It's 28 days. I did my first one today on Lucia Harris. Shout out to Mom for that oop. It is fire because she is a basketball figure, a pioneer for women. Please check me out on those social medias. Thank you, Bianca, for saying that this was a fire show. Keep that same energy. Yes, because I didn't change. I grew. And Mom says she love y'all.
Hey,
love
dude,
y'all so much. She love us.
If you go down a pant size, did you change?
No, I just went down pant size.
So you ain't wearing the same pants no more.
But
so you changing.
I'm still the same person. Pants. I just got different pants.
No, you're not. Because again,
so if you change, so every day that you change your outfit, you change.
No, I said you go down a pant size.
Yeah, but every time, I mean, if that's the case,
so you're no longer,
I'm just changing the outfit.
So, but you're no longer the same pant size.
But I'm changing.
You're physically changed.
I'm just changing an outfit.
Though. Okay, so as soon as you be able to put your feet together, then what?
I still can't do that, y'all. Don't worry. It's coming soon.
So once you're able to put your feet together, like we already discussed how you gonna become the stereotypical light skinned guy. Go back. Let me get back to the outro. Get back to the outro.
Mom said he has a belt on. And Mark says, great show. Much love, everybody. Appreciate you, Mark. Yes. I've changed pant size. I didn't change as a person. Me as a person is still the same. I'm just smaller. Doesn't change me. In a sense, I didn't grow. I shrank.
Because your level of arrogance is going to go up.
And Chrissy said, good show, Tim and duct tape. I should have put elbow grease up here. But
yeah, you should have. No, that'll confuse me. Just go back to Louis 1-3. It'll be all right. Because I'm about to say you could have put lemon up there. But I'm like,
right.
I'll see y'all again in 2 weeks.
We will see y'all in 2 weeks. We will have Charlie on that show. But next week, we're gonna have a game show. Actually, it's gonna be me, my friend Tak, my sister Tyra, and another homie I just met. We're gonna introduce y'all to him. He is an artist. He's amazing. I haven't met him yet, so I don't know how amazing he is. But I definitely think he's going to be amazing because Tyra and Tak both know him. And we are doing a game show. The game is called The Land, and it's going to ask some questions. It's going to be wild. I can't wait to do it. I can't wait to play it. It's going to be enjoyable. But I appreciate y'all tuning in to TimbukTuesdays this week and every week. And like I said, Black History Month, y'all. Y'all have a great night.
I was feeling kind of down tonight. Psych! It's TimbukTuesday!
What?
TimbukTuesday!
Huh? Yeah.